You know, I'm reminded of a story earlier on in ministry in our previous building of the power of words and using those words. You know what's powerful about this story is I was joking around, and I'm so thankful that I was joking on the right side of the power curve. What do you mean by that? Well, so in the old facility we had, we used to rent some office space out to businesses, and it used to be a shopping center. And what happened was, we would have to pay taxes on those businesses because that portion was like for-profit companies. We received income. So anyway, we ended up having to tear one of our buildings down, and we moved into the one with the facility that had our Sanctuary Children's Church and offices. And I'll never forget this because one day we get a bill for over $100,000 that the city was assessing on back taxes they said that we owed them. And I remember they told me, and I said, no, it's a mistake. That building is torn down. We haven't released that building for quite some time now. So just call them and they'll get it straightened out. They called and they came back, and I'm telling you, this thing turned into a deal, an ordeal. And what ended up happening, they were trying to say, yes, we owed them that money for a building that no longer existed. And they said, oh no, you're going to have to go back all through. We had our nonprofit attorney involved and all that. And I'm like, I was having difficulty believing it was actually happening. And I'll never forget this. Wednesday night, I preached a message on the power of words. Next morning, Thursday, we were down at the office. We'd all just gotten there. We were drinking coffee and all sorts of things. And we were just talking about this thing. It came up again. And I started joking around, and I said, you know what's going to happen on that? They're just going to call us and tell us it's all taken care of. We've got everything in order. You don't have to worry about any back taxes. And I'm joking around, ha ha ha. And I kid you not, within an hour, my secretary at the time poked her head in the office with the rest of us and said, we just got a call from that particular government. And they said, we don't have to worry. Everything I joked about came to pass. Now, here's the deal. The power of death and life are in the tongue. Choose your words carefully and choose them wisely, because words cause things to happen.